I've still got some time to kill before Tesla Effect comes out, a couple of months or so at least, so that's quite a bit of time. I'm too broke to check out the PS4 or the Xbone, buy my shirts, but I have a computer and the internet, and that's all I need to play some free, fun PC games. I checked out a bunch of them, so I'll tell you what I think of them in no particular order. This is the Pants List. 6 free games worth checking out. Number 1. Bobo's Big Adventure! If you have any love for the Nintendo Entertainment System, then you owe it to yourself to check out this self-encapsulated flash game. Abobo's Big Adventure stars the Double Dragon baddie Abobo, as his son, appropriately named Aboboy, is kidnapped. Abobo then rages through several stages, each of which is an homage to a particular NES game. The game is relentlessly funny and sadistic, and the controls are spot on for every game. As much of a parody as the game is, the various levels and game types are so faithfully recreated that this is more of a tribute than a mockery. If I have one nitpick, it's that the game's difficulty curve is indecisive as hell. I found the game to be pretty easy right up until I met the old man. Once I finally beat him, the game got super easy again right up until the final boss, who I have not yet been able to put down. It's definitely fun and funny, and most of all, free, so why not check it out? Number 2. Mega Man 8-Bit Deathmatch! A Doom 2 total conversion that turns Mega Man into a first-person shooter complete with tons of authentic Mega Man weapons, characters, and stages that features online multiplayer and offline versus bots? Where the hell do I sign? As one would expect, the controls are familiar. If you've ever played Doom, you'll adapt pretty quickly. Playing with a gamepad is difficult, but not impossible. The stages are well designed with hidden goodies here and there, and the combat is fast and frantic. The story's not bad for what it is, but nobody plays this game for the story. I want to play Mega Man with my friends. I haven't been able to make that happen yet, but just the fact that it's possible earns this game a recommendation. High-speed Mega Man first-person combat, and again, it's free. Go play it. Number 3. Dirty Split! Old school adventure game goodness, and it's free? I had to snap this one up, and it fits the bill. This looks and feels like it wouldn't have been out of place on a computer in 1995, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's a 2D point-and-click adventure game in the vein of the great LucasArts adventures that I loved growing up. You're a private detective trying to help a rich client beat a murder rap, and I don't know whether or not he did it, but there's definitely more going on than meets the eye. Hunt for clues, question witnesses, go down to the police station, and get harassed by the captain. The interface is solid, if not quite intuitive, and the art style, while minimalistic, exudes a great deal of charm. The voice acting is hit and miss, but nothing cringeworthy yet that I've found, though admittedly, I haven't found much. I'm stuck. It didn't take long either, maybe an hour or so of play, and there's not much in the way of an in-game hint system to help me out, though I think I've been fairly spoiled by the Tex Murphy games. I'm sure I can find a walkthrough online, so I'm not worried about it, but it could put some people off. It's a professionally made 2D adventure game being given away for free. If the possibility of getting stuck isn't a deal breaker for you, check it out. Number 4. You have to win the game! On paper, it sounded fantastic. A Metroidvania-style platformer using VGA graphics and sound. This takes me way back. The game even emulates the rounded screen of old PC monitors. Unfortunately, for some reason this jacks up the requirements to run the game, but it shouldn't bar too many people from trying it out. There's no story, and your goal is outlined in the game's title. You explore this strange world, collecting various powers and abilities until you find the end of the game. The world is well designed, but challenging. Expect to die a lot. The game features a hardcore mode that only gives you one life to complete the game, and I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole, considering I died roughly 300 times in the regular game. There's no music, just sound effects, and the heavy feelings of solitude. This is one of the few games on this list that I beat. It took me a couple of hours, but I got the bad ending because I didn't find the magic symbol or the magic word that presumably is hidden somewhere in the game. I didn't feel the need to run back through it to get the good ending or 100% completion, but I did enjoy my time spent with it. This game isn't for everyone, but if it sounds like you'd like it, check it out. Number 5. Mega Man Unlimited! I hate to have Mega Man on this list twice, but I feel fully justified for 2 reasons. First, they are 2 entirely different games, and secondly, Mega Man Unlimited is awesome. Remember a while back when Capcom released Street Fighter X Mega Man for free and it was pretty sweet? Well, Mega Man Unlimited kicks the shit out of it and makes you beg for more. It's a Mega Man game in the style of Mega Man 9 and 10. Pick a robot boss to take on and get through his stage, jumping and shooting, and defeat them to take their weapon. Same old song and dance, but this game is hard as balls. Which happens to be just how I like my Mega Man. The weapons will actually help you traverse the levels, and there's a hidden robot boss you can find, though I haven't found him or her yet. You can always buy items with the bolts you find if you need help. The gameplay and controls are perfect, the level design is awesome, the music is fantastic, it's free. If you're dying for the link, well, here it is.
Number 6.
Barkley, shut up and jam Gaiden! Oh, such wonderful absurdity. Your eyes do not deceive you. This is a JRPG starring Charles Barkley. I feel like that right there would be absurd enough, but it gets worse. The world becomes a post-cyberpocalypse world after the Great B-Ball Purge. Charles Barkley did something called a chaos dunk that is powerful enough to kill 15 million people. Flash forward to the present, the year 2053, and someone did it again, and the head of the B-Ball removal department, Evil Michael Jordan, is hunting Charles and his son Hoops. All of that surreal nightmare of insanity aside, the gameplay is typical RPG fare, but everything else is anything but typical. It's as funny as it is insane. The music choices are fantastic, the combat is surprisingly fun, and the graphics relive the glory days of the 16-bit era. It does have QuickTime events in it, so if that puts you off, you may want to skip it, but otherwise, this is the greatest spoof RPG ever created. And it's free, naturally, because otherwise it would be a copyright nightmare. I highly recommend checking this out. Like me, you should download it, enjoy it, and wait patiently for the coming sequel.